Hi guys, welcome to our first video in a very long time, about 3 or 4 years. Please forgive us for the previous videos, we didn't really care what we're doing. Not that I'm saying we care what we're doing now, we're just trying something a wee bit different. If you don't know who we are already, my name's Stuart, this is Louise, and we own and run DD Tours. So we do quite a lot of walk-in tours in the city, covering a couple of different topics, including the light and the dark side of Dundee's turbulent social history.
Oh yeah, all our tours involve stories about Dundee's culture, history, people, and the dark Dundee tours that we do are more the dark side of history. That's your wars, battles, disasters, the good bit.
The great stuff.
Yeah. We've also got Discover Dundee tours where we celebrate our achievements and our, history, the architecture, all that.
She doesn't mean our achievements.
Oh,
we
no,
haven't
no.
achieved that much, to be honest. The city's achievements.
Yeah, Dundee's achievements, not ours personally.
We've had well over 13,000 people out on our tours. We've been running for over 4 years now. We've done 17, 18 maybe
About
different
that.
tours, covering different topics, different locations. It's been great fun. If you've been out on some of the tours, you'll already know how much fun they are. And if you've not been out on a tour before, what are you playing at? We've been on the go for 4 years now.
Exactly. Now we've been lucky to work with some amazing people and organisations, but also to get into some really cool places.
Oh, for sure. We now do tours of the old steeple of St Mary's, which goes back to 1490, and we also are super lucky to be able to get into the 17th century vaulted streets and basements underneath Dundee. It's not particularly big, but it is authentic to old Dundee. It is superb.
Amazing. I mean, you don't see places like that anywhere
Not
else
at all,
in
not
Dundee.
at all.
Now, as well as our kind of public and street tours that we do, we also work with schools, other businesses, we do corporate things as well. And on our website, we've actually got an archive of about 120 different
If you
stories.
go to our website on www.ddtours.co.uk and then go to our archive, if it's a horrible day or you just didn't fancy going out, go and put the kettle on, put your feet up and go and read a few of these stories. They'll probably make the hairs on the back of your neck rise, some of them anyway.
Now, stories is pretty much what we do, and that's what we're going to be doing in the videos that we're going to be putting on YouTube, just telling you a few different things that we come across in our research and things that we're looking
Now,
at.
the way that we're doing the videos right now, again, if you've not been on a tour before, this is pretty much how we talk on the tours. It is a double act, it's constantly backwards, forwards. There's quite a lot of banter in it as well,
Yes.
because especially with the dark Dundee tours, the subject matter can be quite dark, so we didn't really want people going away depressed or anything that. We do try to mix it with a lot of humour. So it is dark, but it's also darkly comedic too.
Yeah, some of the stories are just inherently hilarious.
Some of them are pretty gross, like the one we're going to anecdote for you just now, which actually comes from our Dead Centre tour, which is on later on this year in 2020. And it actually involves, at least for a small part, the building right above us here in this picture, which is actually the townhouse. It's sat at the front of what is now our city square from 1732 until 1932. Quite a lot of things went on there, because it was a hive of civic activity.
Yeah, lots of things. There's been markets and banks and meetings and councillors, but that's not what we're going to talk about.
Oh no.
We're here to talk about an execution. See, one of the windows of this building was actually where some of Dundee's public executions happened, in front of crowds of thousands of people in the high street. First one though was in 1801, when it was a man called John Watt. He'd actually been arrested for theft, would you believe? Stolen some cloth, but somehow got sentenced to be executed. Well, that was pretty much the responsibility of one of our provosts, Alexander Riddick.
Yeah, we talk about dear old Alexander Riddick on numerous tours for a variety of reasons. None of them are good. This is no exception.
No, it's never usually a good story when his name pops up. But when John was sentenced to be executed, I suppose the point really was to make an example out of him, wasn't it? Show everyone in Dundee what happens when you steal cloth.
We actually hadn't had a public execution in anybody's living memory, so everybody thought, oh my god, this is going to be quite exciting, we'll get to see this boy drop through the hangman's noose, he's going to be dead instantly, and we'll all be able to go home. 10,000 plus people turned up to watch this execution in Dundee. Right on these streets here, which are just across from where H. Samuels and Boots and that is now. 10,000 plus people. To be fair, there wasn't much else to do back in days like that. So everybody came to bring the bairns, bring the grandbairns, well, I'll get the popcorn on the go. Maybe not quite, but you get the idea.
Yeah, they were all quite excited, thinking this was going to be very dramatic. Thing was, we used the short drop method. This was a slow, painful method, meant to drag this out as long as possible. It actually took half an hour for John to die up there.
Imagine what that must have been like for the people who were standing on that street waiting to watch this quick execution as this boy is slowly choking to death by strangulation up there in front of them. No that far from where their heads are. His feet's probably dangling. Must have been horrible. People were shouting out for clemency and everything as the minutes ticked past. But we'd actually, as a town, spent quite a lot of money on this execution, so it needed to go ahead.
Yeah, actually quite a lot of work had gone into this execution to really make an example out of John, and that they certainly achieved. So they went and had a wee party afterwards, didn't they? Unbelievable, celebrating this execution. Now, that story we actually tell in a little bit more detail than that on our Dev Centre tour.
We're not going to give you all the gory details.
No. So if you want to find out a bit more about that and other things about death and execution, Dev Centre is the way to go.
Remember, this is our first video of hopefully quite a long series of videos, so be gentle with it in your comments. Please click like, please click subscribe, because we promise we're going to be back with more.
Yeah, we'll put some links and things below to the website, the archive, social media, things like that.
Sure, and thank you very much for listening to us today. I've been Stuart.
I've been Louise.
Thanks. See you later.
Bye.